everyone, welcome back to my channel. Well, if you've been following me, you know about 6 weeks ago I started on a keto diet. So have I been faithful to the diet? Have I lost weight? Have I learned anything? Let's get into it. All right, you guys, so this was originally supposed to be a 1-month follow-up, but I've been really busy the past 2 weeks, so it's more like a 6-week follow-up. So let me give you guys a quick backstory again if you don't follow me, if you're new to the channel. So I lead double lives. On the one hand, I train my flexibility, which involves a lot of Pilates training. I also train aerial silks, which is hardcore. I also live in Manhattan. I am constantly walking around New York City. And of course, I also go to the regular gym sometimes and do regular person workouts like walking uphill at a steep incline on the treadmill, things like that. But my other personality is I have a cruise travel YouTube channel with my husband where 4 to 6 times a year we go on cruises, sometimes long 2-week cruises, and we are both lazy. We sit around, we eat all the things, and we usually come back 5 to the most I've ever come back is 10 pounds heavier. Yes, that's right, 10 pounds heavier. So I'm constantly going back and forth, and as I've been getting older and cruising more and more, every time I come back, the weight has been harder and harder to get off. And the reason I decided to go on a keto diet is, number one, I've done it before and I was successful. I lost a lot of weight with it, but over the years, I kind of got off of it. But two, one of my biggest things is I eat healthy. I eat very anti-inflammatory when I'm home, when I'm not traveling, but I am constantly hungry. And I was doing some research on GLP-1s just because I'm interested in it. And I know a lot of people that have a lot of success with it. It seems like something I would not be a candidate for and a doctor would not recommend for me, as I'm not overweight. I have no medical issues. I listened to a doctor lecture about how going on a keto diet, putting your body in ketosis, can have some similar overlapping effects that GLP-1s do. So both diets help lower appetite controls because while I was eating healthy after my cruises, I was eating a lot. 2, they both lower blood sugar swings. And 3, they help control gut-brain signaling. So for those 3 reasons, I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna go back on keto and see if it helps at all. So I want to also remind you guys that I didn't start the keto diet right after my most recent cruise. I came back from my cruise and I weighed close to 156 pounds, which is the most I have ever weighed in my life. Now, I was eating healthy for about a month and some of the weight slowly chipped off. So when I did my first weigh-in for my first video about going on a keto diet, I weighed in at 153.6. I also told you guys in that video that I still had a lot of healthy but non-keto foods around the house, and I didn't want to just put all of those foods to waste. So I was slowly weaning foods with starchy carbs out of my life. I was already off the regular added sugar, but I also wanted to completely get fruit out as well, except for things like berries, which are lower glycemic. So I would say for the first 2 weeks of my keto diet, I was not keto at all. I had about 2 weeks where I was in it to win it. So not only was I eating perfectly keto, I wasn't craving that much food. When you don't have those starchy carbs, you tend to just not crave food as much. And then about 2 weeks ago, I had a few cheats, but they weren't on purpose. For example, I was cat sitting at my parents' house. They just really didn't have anything around the house that I could eat without breaking my keto diet even just a little bit. So I ended up having some fruit there and some things like raisins, which are high glycemic. So a lot of people out there are like, well, you're not on a keto diet if you're not in ketosis. So I'm not measuring if I'm in ketosis. I would say for those 2 weeks where I was like hardcore, I probably was in ketosis. And then I haven't been in ketosis, but I've been mostly predominantly eating no sugar, low carb foods. So before I get into my most recent weigh-in, I just want to talk about a couple of things that I have observed and noticed along the way. One, there is so many foods out there that say they are either keto friendly or keto. So if something is keto friendly, I don't think it's keto friendly from what I've seen. I showed a video of some keto snacks that I was having, and really, if you have more than one serving of some of these things, they are no longer keto at all. So you can have up to 5 grams of sugar a day on a keto diet, and a lot of these keto-friendly foods have 4 grams of sugar per serving, but a serving is like one cookie. So you're going to tell me that you're going to have one cookie and be satisfied and stay on your keto diet and have like no grams of sugar for the rest of the day? I don't think so. I don't think these keto-friendly foods are very friendly. And honestly, some actual foods listed as keto will also trick you. I got this keto pasta and it has like 9 grams of net carbs per serving, which is great for pasta, but at the same time, you would not just have one serving of this pasta. You would have at least 2, if not 2.5, 3. And then again, you're over your carb intake for the day. So I feel like unless it's like a protein, a fat, like avocados or olive oils or something like that, or leafy green vegetables, you got to be very careful about what you're putting into your body to stay keto. So let me just show you my weigh-in after 6 weeks of being on keto / trying to be keto diet. And then we'll discuss if I'm going to keep this up or what's going to go on. So in my most recent weigh-in from today, I weigh 148.6. So I have lost about 5 pounds since I started going keto, or keto wannabe. Great. Am I going to keep this up? Here's what I think. When I go on cruises, I'm going to eat whatever I want. I have to. It's my job for the people. The people need to know what kind of food is on cruise ships. I got to show them. But I think especially when I first get back from my cruise vacations going forward, I'm at least going to follow a strict keto diet for 3 to 4 weeks just to get that initial head start. But you guys, there are some foods that are healthy for you that I seriously miss. For example, I get these amazing steamed dumplings at Trader Joe's sometimes. I miss those so much. My dad makes this incredible stevia sweetened apple crisp, but there is a crust on it, so it does have too many carbs to eat and stay keto. And then there's other little snacks here and there that I just miss so much. So I think going forward, jumpstart keto, but then try and just be more paleo, aka low carb, low sugar, but not no carb, no sugar. And yeah, that's my plan. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you don't mind hitting the like and subscribe button with the notification bell on, I will keep you guys posted on my weight loss journey if I gain weight or lose weight or if anything crazy happens. And of course, if you want to get more flexible or if you want to get stronger on the aerial silks, you're definitely going to want to follow me. Until the next time, I hope you guys have a fit and fabulous day. Bye-bye.